We're on the road with Mickey, we're gonna have some fun. Regardless of the rain or sun, our trip has just begun. So buckle up, let's go, we're about to start the show. And maybe if you like us, you'll see where else we'll go.
Hey everyone, I'm Mike, and she's Sophie,
And she's Brenda.
Hi, everyone.
and he's Grogu. He said Florida was awesome, but that's another topic for another day, right, Sophie?
Well, I mean, technically it's sort of meshing with this topic because we usually do recaps.
True, that's true. But anyway, we are on the road with Mickey. This is episode 225 for June 24th, 2024, and our feature topic is Where in the World is Sophie?
Yay.
Yay!
That
It's
is
that little picture finding game.
It's
Yeah.
the picture finding game. We got to figure out where the picture was taken. But before we get into all that, and I turn the show over to Sophie, we have some cheddar from the big cheese. And Brenda, it's your week to start us off.
All right. Well, coming to Hollywood Studios this fall, The Little Mermaid, a musical adventure. This is a brand new reimagining of the movie.
Interesting.
Yeah, I read something about um something how they drew inspiration on what Ariel's bedroom would look like or something
Oh,
like that.
that's neat.
Ooh.
So, and I guess I don't know for certain, but I guess it's wherever the Little Mermaid show used to be in Hollywood Studios before.
Yeah.
I would think it would be in the same place. So,
Yes, for
so
sure.
we'll see. But it'll be kind of interesting to see what it looks
Yeah,
like.
my animator's palette idea is out the window. Darn it. Shucks.
Yeah,
Oh well.
sorry. Well, over at Islands of Adventure, we're going across to that other park.
Yay. The dark part.
The new
It's not
show
that dark.
called, yeah, it depends on who you ask and where you are. If you're in Nocturne Alley, it's kind of dark.
Yeah.
But anyway, the new show, Hogwarts Always, is a castle projection show, and it has already started. One thing that is neat is that there are four different endings to the show, and each one features a different house. So there'll be a really cool ending for Gryffindor, and a really cool ending for Ravenclaw, and a really cool ending for Hufflepuff, and a really bad ending if it's Slytherin.
Oh my
That's the way I think of it
Are
because I'm
you
a
making
Gryffindor.
friends and influencing people?
My sister is a Slytherin, so
And you
anyway,
know what, Daddy? As a Ravenclaw, I stand in solidarity with Aunt Robin.
of course you do, but that's your mistake. So there you go.
You're just picking on them because they're the bad house.
Yes, they are.
Ooh.
No, they're not.
Anyway,
I'm not
moving
touching
on,
that.
shall we?
Yeah, I think
Yes.
we should. Before Sophie and Daddy get into a little bit of an argument. The ride is fantastic. It
Yay.
is absolutely marvelous. I will always miss Splash Mountain, but Tiana is an amazing replacement for it. It takes place after the events of the movie. So Tiana and Naveen, they're both human again, but we have Lewis as well, Mama Odie, we have Tiana's restaurant, all that stuff. And she is hosting a grand opening, and she needs a band to come and play for her grand opening party.
Okay.
And so she is searching through the bayou with Lewis, looking for people who can come and play good music at her party. And she finds a bunch of critters, she finds a bunch of fireflies. There's a point where Mama Odie actually shrinks us down to the size of fireflies so that we can go underground and find them and recruit them for the band. And then we go down the big drop, and it's sort of it's sort of cast as not a huge drop, but as you going up over this giant hill and then growing to your regular size again and then going down the drop. So it's kind of like magic in a way because
Mhm.
Mama Odie is working her magic and whatnot. And then the animatronics are absolutely stunning. I wish I could have gotten pictures, but I didn't want my phone to get wet, obviously, and they weren't really letting us take pictures anyway. But I do have a photo pass that was taken, and I will show that later on in the episode, along with all my Where Am I photos.
Okay.
Nice.
So,
Disney Plus has some great specials on the animation, the
oh, they
audio
do.
Oh,
animatronics. So
yes.
if anybody wants to see them, they're fab.
Yes,
They
the
are.
animatronics, and there's also actual animation in the ride itself, and Jagan was astounded by it. She says it's movie quality.
Great.
So I have a question. Is
Yeah?
there any truth to the rumor that they handed out a beignet as you were getting ready to go down the
That's what
drop?
I wanted.
No.
They didn't do that?
No, absolutely not. They did not do that.
I wanted that.
Brenda, that's
Darn.
But,
one more suggestion of ours that they have not followed up on yet.
Oh,
but,
But
I might have some cheese whiz here. I don't know the validity of this, but I do believe that they are opening up a beignet shop near the bayou, and it should be open sometime around the official debut, if not after.
it's supposed to be, yeah.
yeah,
Hmm.
and that
Yay.
is cheddar.
That is true. Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
not cheese whiz, that's cheddar.
Okay.
Yay.
But, you know,
I'm glad
Disney
you love
lost out on another opportunity to implement one of our great ideas.
it. Yep. I don't
Oh
know what
well.
they're thinking.
Oh well. You know, nobody's perfect.
Nope.
Anyway, that is our cheddar from the big cheese and great recap on that, Sophie. I'm
Yeah.
glad that you enjoyed it and were able to tell us a little bit about it. Now
Thank you.
we have two sets of listener feedback. I have one listener feedback from back where the magic lives that one of my friends gave us on on Instagram, and this is from my friend Pam, and she wrote, "I listened to the podcast yesterday, and I started thinking of my magic places. Disney World is just my magic place, but my special places are just looking at and arriving at the beautiful castle, riding It's a Small World, riding Peter Pan. I love the classics." Viewing the nighttime fireworks and music that can bring tears to her eyes, and getting that text message saying, "Your room is ready."
Oh, that's a great one too.
Ooh.
Yeah.
That
Thank you,
is a great
Pam.
one. Yay.
That is
Thank you,
awesome.
Pam.
And now we have some listener feedback on our Disney cruise itineraries. And I'll start, and Sophie, you read the second one. Um,
Okay.
and we'll just go on and on. Um,
Okay.
so first, my friend Donna, who is a client, said, as long as it's DCL, it doesn't matter to her what the itinerary is.
Works for me.
I'm like, that's pretty good. That's
That is
true.
pretty good, except when you have to actually make a decision.
That's
That's true.
true. I guess you just close your eyes and put your finger and pick one on the screen.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah.
All right, Sophie, what did Aunt Sheila say?
Aunt Sheila has some ideas for her top cruises, plural. She would like to take a 12-night Mediterranean cruise with the Greek Isles from
Rome.
Civita. Yeah, I have absolutely no idea how to pronounce that. I'm going to need to sound that out slowly. Civitavecchia. Civitavecchia, Rome, and ending in Barcelona. Or she would like a 9-night Mediterranean cruise with the Greek Isles, again from Civitavecchia, but does not end in Barcelona. And she says, my husband loves cruises, but is very picky about where to go.
Mm, I can understand that. Well, our friend Chrissy over at Billy's Closet of Magic writes that she has never been on a cruise and doesn't know what
What?
itinerary she would want, but here's what she added. I know I want my first one to be a week-long one and Disney.
There you
That
go.
sounds like
Ooh.
a plan.
So Chrissy, when you're ready, talk to us and we'll help narrow it down and we'll figure out that itinerary that works for you guys,
Mm-hmm.
It'd be so much
Cuz
fun.
cuz you've
Yes.
you've marked off a couple big check boxes right there.
Yeah,
7 nights Disney. Okay. Well, that eliminates a whole lot and now we'll just figure out the rest of it.
that's
But
right.
then lastly, um on YouTube, my friend Pam again she wrote this time on YouTube, I really enjoyed the info about Disney cruises. I had no idea there are so many international itineraries. I'm looking forward to checking them out online. And then she said, Happy birthday, Sophie.
Aw, thank you. For
And
those of you who don't know, we're actually recording this on the 19th, which is my birthday. So
yep.
Ah,
just a little
So,
bit of. Mm.
so happy
happy birthday
birthday
to
to
you.
you.
I can't go that
Happy
low.
birthday
Birthday
to
to
you.
you.
Happy
Happy
birthday,
birthday, dear
dear Sophie.
Sophie.
Hmm.
Happy
Happy
birthday to
birthday to
you.
you. And many, 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 many
Cha
more
cha
wonderful happy
cha.
years.
Cha cha cha.
Thank
Cha
you.
cha
I
cha.
tried to go low, but it's hard.
It's all right. You guys did great. My ears aren't bleeding.
Well, mine are. See?
Oh,
Well, we're very happy for you, Sophie, and we're very happy to celebrate your birthday today.
thank you.
2 years ago today, we were all at Disney.
Yep.
Oh, oh my gosh, I'm 23. I'm practically an old maid.
Oh, I know. It's
Oh
killing me. It's killing
gosh,
me how
I
old you
know.
are.
Yeah,
Mm.
it's just horrible.
Oh, I can see the light at the end of the tunnel.
Anyway, that is our listener feedback, and that is our celebration of Sophie's birthday, as horrible as it was. And now it is time for our feature topic. Where in the world is Sophie? So, Sophie, at this point, I'm turning it over to you. You're in charge of the show.
All right. Well, I want to preface this by saying when I am lost in the moment of Disney, I forget to take pictures. So, despite how many pictures I have, um, I did end up sneaking a few from previous trips.
Oh, so did
Oh,
I that time. So,
sneaky.
yeah.
Okay, then. All right. Well, I'm going to start sharing my screen. We're going to start off with a relatively easy one. I think I have these all ranked on a scale of 1 to 5, and I think this one is a solid 1.5.
On the easy scale.
Yes, 1
Oh,
being the
good.
easiest, 5 being the most difficult.
Okay.
Okay.
So, starting sharing,
Hmm.
we find ourselves at a blue stained glass window,
Uh-huh.
and it has a fairy on it, along with the words, You deserve to have your wish come true. And below the stained glass window, there is a pen and there is a notebook.
Wow.
And people, it seems to beckon you to write your wish into the notebook.
I think I know where we are. Brenda, do you know where we are?
No, where are we?
Sophie, correct me if I'm wrong. Are we in Pinocchio Village House upstairs in the wish book?
You are in Pinocchio's village house, but you are not upstairs.
It's not
Oh.
upstairs?
No, it's right under the stairs.
Oh, I thought it was upstairs.
I thought it was too, but the point is that you're right.
Yay.
Okay.
Very
So,
good, Mike.
hey, that's one for us, Brenda.
Yay.
Well,
Good.
good. I'm
That's a
very
good start.
happy.
I like how
Yes.
you have this ranking, Sophie, because I didn't even think to do ranking. And by the way, you described them so much better than I did when I did this episode. So
That was a very good description for those that are not watching us on YouTube.
Well,
yeah.
this one is specifically it's easy to describe because it's not that obscure.
Yeah.
All right, on to the next one. Here we have a coconut. But it's not just a regular coconut because this little coconut has some arms and legs and a big toothy smile and some eyes.
Uh-huh.
It almost gives you the feeling of,
Being
well,
at the Moana feature.
yes.
Yeah.
This little
Is that
guy,
our answer, Brenda?
Is he at the Moana feature?
he is.
That's
Yay!
That's a Kakamora or whatever.
Yep, the
Exactly.
Kakamora, and
Yes.
he is on the little information sign right at the entrance to the attraction that says you might get wet.
Nice.
Very
Good job,
good. I need to
Brenda.
find him when I go.
I like the shell
Yay.
on his head.
Yes.
At first I thought it was poop, but nope.
Oh. Oh, that's mean.
Sorry.
Well, he is a Kakamora.
Daddy. Well, anyway,
And
I also was going to
that
rank
is
that
how
one.
quick. That is how quick
We go off
My
the rails.
bring the show down.
That's
Yeah.
right. We go
That
off the
one
rails.
is also a 1.5 out of 5.
Oh man, I
Okay.
thought that was a 5.
No.
Okay.
This one, I would say, is
Ah.
a 3. We are in a very dark place.
Queue. We're in a queue. Are we in a
Yes.
queue?
Yes. And there is a sort of light picture on the wall. And it depicts a ship of some kind, but it doesn't look like it's just a ship. It looks like it's made out of something.
Yeah. And at first glance, it would look like seashells, but I don't think it is seashells.
No, it's not seashells, but you're getting there.
I think so. Brenda said a Q, and
It is a
I'm
Q.
wondering if this is for the seas with Nemo and friends.
You are exactly right.
Yay!
And those are actually fish, and it's a
Mhm.
school that makes the design.
That's right.
Yes. That
Okay.
is
Good job,
absolutely right.
I think you had it though, Brenda, didn't you?
I thought it was that too. Yes. But I wasn't, positive. So we're on the same wavelength.
Okay.
Well,
What
I'm
would you
glad
give that in difficulty, Sophie?
I said it was a 3,
Okay.
but it might have been a 2.5. I'm not sure. You guys got it very quickly.
Yay.
Yeah. All
But
right.
yes, this is in Finding Nemo and Friends.
The other thing I wasn't sure of is if it was actually from the attraction.
It's not from the
but it's not.
attraction
It's from the queue.
itself. It's
Yeah.
from the queue. We didn't get onto the attraction.
Oh, this is from when we were in line.
Yes, and the ride broke down,
Oh my
Okay.
goodness.
and there was no air conditioning.
Okay.
Oh, no fun.
Yep.
I didn't notice. I thought this was from you and Jagan's times. Okay. Keep going then.
All right, this one is a 5.
That's beautiful.
It
It
is
is.
beautiful, but it's very easy to miss it too.
You gonna
And
describe it?
yes, I will describe it, but there's really not much to describe because a picture is worth 1,000 words, and the only word I have to describe it is flowers. Lots and lots of flowers.
Uh-huh. That is obviously Flower and Garden Festival.
Yes, but the question is where?
Where? So it's Epcot.
It's on a walkway.
Yes.
It's right off the walkway.
There's a walkway. Yeah. Because
Yes.
there's people over on the other side there.
And they seem to be going into a place.
Into a place.
It's sort of a building, but it's not quite a building.
It's a pavilion. Is it a pavilion?
No, not quite. We're not
No?
quite into the pavilions yet. It's somewhere between, I'll give you a hint. It is somewhere between the land and World Showcase.
So I have a question.
Yes?
Is it over by, and this is a guess, but is it over by the butterfly house?
That is exactly where it is.
Yay!
Because you said a building that's not quite a building, and that made me think
Yes.
of the butterfly house. At
Yeah, it's like a
first, when you,
greenhouse.
yeah, and at first I was thinking over by the Odyssey building, but it's not.
Yeah.
So,
Man, Mike, you're killing it.
Yeah.
well,
Well, he was with me when I was taking some of these pictures. He just
yeah,
didn't realize
and
it.
and like Sophie, I was also in the middle of zoning on Disney and not thinking about taking pictures for things like
Yeah.
this. So I was in the moment. I had no idea she took that picture.
Yeah.
You
Nice.
know?
That's
Well, I just
beautiful.
took the picture because I like flowers, and then I was like, I could use this.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's beautiful.
All right, but yes, that was the first 5 out of 5, I would say.
Awesome.
Okay.
All right,
Yeah.
the next one, I'd give it a 4, maybe a 3.5.
Well, I don't know.
This one is of a statue, specifically of a rather European looking man. One might almost say that the bust looks something like a famous playwright.
Mm-hmm.
Hmm. So it is a bust. It's not a full statue.
Right.
No.
It's a pedestal with a bust on it.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
So that is important. Um
Is it an Epcot?
It is in Epcot.
uh-huh.
It's in one of the
And
countries.
it's in one of the countries.
Yes.
And the question is
Definitely
which
in one of
one?
the countries. I was
So
almost worried that you guys would think it was from the Haunted Mansion because of the bricks in the background, but it's not. So I'm
mhm.
glad you guys didn't fall for that.
Now, I think Sophie gave us a clue, Brenda,
Oh, okay.
because she said the word playwright.
Uh-huh.
Daddy's getting it.
And so my first thought was, is it someone in Italy? Because, Italy has all that white marble.
Mm-hmm. That's true.
A
Okay.
valid guess.
But I don't think it is Italy.
I don't
And
think so
then
either.
and then I thought France.
You're getting closer.
But it's not France. I think it's
Uh-uh.
in the UK.
I think it's in the UK also.
And I think Sophie is making reference to William Shakespeare
I
with
think
the
so too.
playwright.
I absolutely am. There was a bust of William Shakespeare over in the UK, and you
Yay.
can kind of see the UK restrooms behind him.
And you know what?
Yay. It looks just like William Shakespeare, or
And
Oh
what
you
we
know
yeah.
think
what?
he looks like anyway.
I had no idea that William Shakespeare that they had a bust of him in UK at Epcot.
Me neither. I
So
never have noticed it.
I haven't either. So this has already been a success
Mm-hmm.
because we're seeing things we wouldn't normally see.
That's right.
Good
That's
job,
great.
Sophie.
Very good.
Thank you.
Great descriptions too.
And very
Yeah.
good at guessing it.
Yeah. Thank you.
All right, this next one,
Oh.
um, this one is extremely obscure. I'm giving this another 5 out of 5. And Daddy was not with me when I took this picture.
Oh.
That is either Sleepy Hollow or Ye Old Christmas Shop.
Very good, Aunt Brenda. It is Sleepy
Sleepy
Hollow.
Hollow.
Yes, it is the place right behind it where the seating
Mhm.
is. And I
Yes.
just so happened to see up there and saw that window, and I was like, I like that window. I'm going to take a picture. Snap.
Golly. You know what? This is where I wish we could be on the other side of the window looking out over Liberty Square from there.
Oh,
Yeah.
absolutely.
Oh my gosh, that would be so
Neat.
cool.
Yes, it would be.
Sophie, you need to become a cast member so you can get that kind of view and
Yeah.
then show
I'm
us.
working on it, Daddy.
That
I
would be so neat.
promise I'm working on it.
Well, good job, Brenda.
Yay.
Yeah,
Yes. I've had a
impressed that she
few
was able
Nutella
to.
waffles over there, a few hundred.
I
I'm
my
actually
I
really
was in
impressed she
the
was able to get it.
I was in the same area, but I was thinking somewhere over by the Hall of Presidents.
I mean, they are very close to
Very
each other,
close.
actually.
Yeah, very close.
The side of Sleepy Hollow is the back of the Hall of Presidents, Daddy.
Okay. Anyway,
So
Very
you
good,
were
Sophie.
quite right. All right then. Well, that was much easier. This one should not be hard at all. And yeah, I had a feeling you guys would recognize it, but I specifically was trying to. This one was one where I was trying to get a picture that ought to be vague, but not too vague. And the easy part of it is that it's literally just a thanks for writing sign. It's sponsored by Enterprise, like many things in a certain land of Magic Kingdom. There are a lot of bold, vibrant colors reminiscent of a sort of dated version of the future. I
and
don't
in the
think I need
background,
to
there's
keep
some
on
other colors.
describing it.
Yeah,
I think you guys already know what it is, Daddy.
it's the Tomorrowland Transit Authority People Mover.
Yep.
And here's the funny thing is I never noticed the Enterprise sticker.
I haven't either. I
That's
haven't
what's
either.
funny is how our eyes
Mhm.
are being opened on other things that we know it, but we never even noticed that little detail, you know?
Yes, yes, that's
And in the
Yeah.
background, you got the Carousel of Progress
which is awesome.
Yep. And you've got a sparrow that's perching on the sign as well, which I don't know if I'm the only one who noticed this, but
over
a
there on the
lot of,
left.
yeah, there are a lot of places in Tomorrowland where birds will go and perch or nest even. And I just think it's really cool. Like, I never see, well, I see tons of birds throughout the rest of the Magic Kingdom, but it feels like the vast majority of them are in Tomorrowland for some reason.
Yeah,
Maybe the cats don't roam as much there.
that could be.
Maybe.
That could be. Well, good one, Sophie.
Yeah, that's very good.
Thank you.
That one was funny because we knew it immediately.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would have given it maybe a 2 at most.
One.
A 1.
I think most people would know that.
Yeah. All right then. Well, this one is deceptive, I would say. So I'm giving it a 3.5. You're in a very dark place. It's another line cue. I'll give you that right now.
Space Mountain.
What?
Is it?
I was hoping you guys were going to think it was Tron, but
Well, that was my thought, but I don't know. But it's Space Mountain, Brenda?
It is. I think so.
it is.
Wow. Way to pull that one out, Brenda.
It's
I
the
had no
ceiling
idea.
of the line queue in Space Mountain with all the neon blue lights.
Yeah, it looks very
Wow.
neat.
That's cool.
Looks very neat.
Thank
That's
you.
cool. And that one, I wouldn't have guessed it. I don't think I would have guessed it. I might have, thrown, several different places out and gotten it, but I wouldn't have known that just by looking at it. So
Well, thank goodness for Aunt Brenda.
exactly.
All right, then this one is my favorite one.
Oh,
And
your
this
feet.
one, you leave my feet out of this. And this one is specifically in a very specific place that I might have mentioned a couple times. And I'm glad that it was not covered up by strollers so that I could get a picture of it. But basically, it's on the ground. It's on the
Yeah.
ground somewhere, and it is a heart with an arrow through it,
Mhm.
drawn on the cement, and it has what looks like paw prints in it.
I have never seen this, but the fact that it's on the ground, it's a heart with an arrow like a cupid thing, and the paw prints makes me think it's something to do with Lady and the Tramp in Tony's Town Square.
That is
Yep.
exactly right.
But I have never
Me
seen
neither.
that there.
Me neither. But that's a great guess. Yep.
Well, you guys are right.
Well, you need to, next time we're there together, Sophie, you need to show us.
I absolutely will. I know exactly where it is. The problem is it's almost always covered by strollers.
What a
Wow.
shame.
Yeah. And I'll
Yeah,
I'll bet
but
you
it's a reference to the movie as well.
sure. Yeah.
Yeah,
And I'll
definitely.
bet you 95% of the people don't even notice that when they're pushing strollers or parking them or whatever.
Mm-hmm. I bet they don't.
Yeah. But
That
yes,
is it's just these sorts of games are neat because it shows us what we don't even notice.
Yeah. No matter how many times we've all visited, we've
Yeah.
never noticed that. It's
mm-hmm.
like crazy.
The
Yeah.
details. I love the
Yeah,
details most
It
of
is
all.
exactly. It's the little details. That's what makes Disney separate from everywhere else. Is
that's the
the little
truth.
details. Good
Dollywood,
good
we're
one,
looking at you.
Sophie.
Thank
Good
you.
one.
All right, this one
Ooh.
is very obscure. This one, Daddy would be the one to get it if anyone else, because he was with me when I took this photo. We were sitting down somewhere and eating, and it's not really something I can describe very well, but basically it's a sort of wheel that is a decorative motif on some sort of decoration in a place with a glass roof. And we were sitting right beneath it.
Huh.
Is it in Magic Kingdom?
It is, and it is actually extremely close to the last photo that I took. And Brenda, you might not have ever seen this because it's in a place that I don't think you've ever been.
Oh, really?
Well, that depends. Have you eaten at...
A
I
lot of
can't
places.
say it. Yeah. Think about it. Where were we in the last photo?
We were by Tony's.
Tony's?
Yes. Have you ever eaten at Tony's, Aunt Brenda?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
I don't remember this at all.
Well, this was sort of the decoration that was right above us where we were sitting at our table in Tony's restaurant. We
Wow.
were in the sort of veranda area,
Hmm.
and this was something that was part of the separator between the waiters and the rest of the restaurant staff and the guests. And we were sitting right beneath it.
And that's way up by the ceiling, right?
Yeah.
It's actually not that close to the ceiling. It's a
It
Oh,
looks
half
like it.
wall that's
yeah, it
up
looks
on a
like
raised platform.
Oh, okay.
it does look like it's right at the
It looks like
ceiling.
it's like way up by the ceiling by the window. And
Mhm.
I don't know. I have to see that one again because I would not have picked that out of Tony's at
I
all.
know. That
Me
one
neither.
was
That was
extremely
that
hard.
one was a 5 as far as
Yeah.
Yeah.
difficulty.
Yes, I agree.
Yeah.
That's cool though.
I
Very
almost
cool.
considered just leaving this one out.
No.
Oh no, we want to see it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right. This one is also extremely hard.
Mickey's PhilharMagic.
Never
That's
mind.
that's what I was thinking. I was like, that looks got to be Mickey's Philharmonic, and I'm like, I don't see how that was hard, Sophie.
Never mind. I thought because it was so up close. It was so up close, I didn't think you guys would recognize it.
What do you call that?
That is a treble clef.
Treble clef on the wall.
Yes, it's actually on one of the auto magic doors.
Nice.
Well, dang.
Well,
Why
that's
do
a pretty.
why do
That's a
they call
pretty
it a
little.
treble clef, Sophie?
I'm not quite
No?
sure, actually.
Okay, I don't know. I was just asking.
I don't know, but
So
it's
there are
so
two
fancy.
clefs. There are two different things for music. There is the treble clef and there's the bass clef. Bass clef is obviously lower. I think the treble clef is called the treble clef because it's a higher range of voice. And because
Okay.
it's higher, when one is singing, they sort of hear their throat vibrating a little bit. And
Huh.
so the treble is kind of like tremble because your voice can sometimes crack when you're singing that high.
Very interesting.
But that's just
Very.
my theory. I have no actual idea.
I
Okay.
like it. I like it.
All right then. This one,
That looks like Pinocchio Village House.
yeah. Jeez, you guys are guessing these too easy.
We didn't let her describe it for people though.
Oh, I'm sorry.
We didn't give
It's all
anybody a
right.
chance.
Yeah,
It's
scratch
all
that one.
right.
We'll move on. I'll be
Yeah,
quiet.
don't worry. For anyone who's wondering about it, um, it is just a sort of German-looking balcony almost that's up above the places where the guests walk. So it's just meant there for architectural beauty, and it's quite pretty. I quite like it.
It
But I'll get
is.
them later. I'll get them later, don't
It's
worry.
pretty.
This one is a gazebo.
Hmm.
And I feel like there are two places that this could be. I know where it is, but I need you guys to guess it. It's a lovely looking garden with wisteria flowers sprouting along the top of it. It's got nice white spandrels and columns and a shingled roof. And it almost gives the appearance of something you would find in Europe.
Brenda, you have any idea?
Is it in Magic Kingdom?
I don't like that none of my attempts to deceive you guys work with you,
I think it
Brenda.
is in Magic Kingdom, Brenda. And I feel like
Oh.
it's over where Tiana's meet and greet was.
I agree. And Santa Claus is there in the Christmas time, isn't he?
It is between Ye Old Christmas Shop and the walkway to get to
Crystal
Adventureland,
Palace.
actually. Yeah.
Yeah.
It is between Liberty Square and Crystal Palace. You guys are getting these too easy.
All right, well, give us some harder ones then.
Okay. What about this one?
Oh my God, what the heck is that?
It
Now,
is. Daddy, I
hmm,
feel like you already know this one.
no, actually, I don't. I'm
Well,
just
it
trying.
is a partition-like thing. It's only there for display, but it's a privacy screen and it's hung up on a wall. It kind of looks like something you would find in the eras of antiquity. This one is also rather deceptive.
Hmm.
It's got a lot of motifs.
And the carpet is distinctive at the bottom too.
It
Yeah.
is, because that's carpet at the bottom. A lot of the motifs give the appearance of ancient China.
Oh. Is it in the China Pavilion?
Finally, one of my attempts to deceive you works. No,
Yeah.
no, it's
Yeah.
not.
It doesn't look Chinese to me. It's definitely inside somewhere.
It's
It,
meant to be inspired by ancient China, and you can see that when I zoom in at all the little motifs. You've got
Oh,
pagodas,
okay.
you've got
Okay.
cranes, uh, lilies, and
looks like the
whatnot.
Mulan thing.
It does. And Daddy, you were not with me. You were nowhere near me when I took this photo.
Right. Because it was taken in June 16th.
So this one was taken on my
On
last
the
trip.
last trip. Everything else had been when I was with you. And
Yes.
on this one, I have no idea. I'm guessing
Well,
you're in Epcot.
I will tell you right now, this might give it away. I am not at Epcot.
You're not.
No. There is another Chinese themed place somewhere in Walt Disney World.
And you're not in Epcot.
No.
Are you Oh no, that's Are
I
you in
will
Animal Kingdom?
No, not Animal Kingdom either.
Hmm.
Not for this one, at least.
We got to put our
Oh.
heads together, Mike. It's somewhere in Walt
Not
Disney
in
World and
Epcot.
it's Chinese themed.
And not in Epcot.
And not in
Not in
Animal Kingdom.
Kingdom.
I will say the carpet at the bottom definitely does not give me China, but it does give me Chinese inspired. I would say it looks like something out of the Hollywood Golden Age.
You're at Hollywood Studios then.
Yeah, but what's
Yes.
Chinese over there?
But where?
Is the Brown Derby Chinese decor?
No, but you're getting close. Geographically, at least.
So somewhere by the Brown Derby.
Oh my! Is this in Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railway?
That is absolutely right. This
Oh my
is in
gosh.
the
Brahmin's
queue.
Never seen
Chinese
it.
Theater. I have never seen that, Sophie.
I haven't
I
either.
finally stumped you guys.
Wow, that
Along
was
with the
good.
one.
Yeah, the only reason I got it is because you gave us 800 clues.
And I have never seen it ever.
Yes.
I got to go look for it.
I would have thought you would have recognized it because I'm pretty sure Daddy actually had a picture from the theater of a light that
I
is
did.
further along in the queue.
I did.
Well,
Wow.
But I did not.
that is something.
No, and I never look at carpet ever. I never look down when I'm walking.
Wow, you and I are very different, Aunt Brenda. I'm always looking down at what's
That's
beneath my feet.
crazy. That is
That's
wild.
awesome.
I've never seen it. That's great, Sophie.
Thank you.
Good one. Good one, Sophie. That's a 5 out of 5.
For sure.
Or 6 out of 5 even.
Yeah.
Now this one gives the appearance of trees. And it almost reminds me of a forest. Well, I mean, it does remind me of a forest, but it reminds me of tree houses because there are walkways in the trees above me. It's definitely very natural, but at the same time, if you look closely, you would almost believe that it's artificial somehow. And these trees are way too big. At least the trunks are too big in diameter to actually look like something you would find in Florida.
Are you in Animal Kingdom?
No, I'm not.
You're in
This
Hollywood
one-
Studios still.
Yes, it's still in Hollywood Studios. It was taken the same day as the other one. And Daddy is now going to be taking a lot of advantage of that date stamp up there.
That's funny. Where
Well,
is that? That netting.
if I
Oh.
had to guess, I would say, and I don't think you did, but I'm wondering if you guys were over near Star Tours.
You are right, Daddy. That is the line queue for Star Tours. We went and did that while we were waiting on Aunt Sheila.
You
Very
guys rode Star
good.
Tours?
Yes, we did. We were in the front row.
I didn't know Jagan liked Star Tours.
I don't think it's her favorite. However, we were just finding ways to kill time.
Oh my God. What did you think, Sophie?
Oh, I loved it. I
It's
love
been
Star
so long
Tours.
since I've ridden Star Tours.
It's a trip down memory lane, I'll say
Yeah.
that.
It's like, so the
Nice.
trees, Brenda, is like walking through the forest of Endor.
Yes,
Right, right.
with the Jawas, with the bear
That's
Okay.
awesome.
people.
Very good,
Ewoks.
Mike.
Ewoks are the,
Ewoks, sorry. The Jawas are the little short guys that steal all the robots' parts.
yeah. Okay. Well,
Very good,
cool.
Mike.
Cool. I'll try not to look at date stamps, Sophie.
No, it's fine. I think it's a good strategy.
I didn't know you guys rode Star Tours. I need to ride Star Tours again.
Yes, you do. Daddy,
Especially
you
when
should.
we factor in how they made the behind the attractions has an episode on Star Tours, and it's really kind of neat how they made it work. So
Great.
anyway, go on, Sophie.
Well, this one is an easy one, I think. At least for Daddy.
I think it is too. I'm gonna
It's
let Brenda guess.
Yeah, because
Don't let
Daddy
me
already
guess.
knows it.
You guess.
This is a lamp fixture. It's attached to the ceiling, but it's very old-timey, very classic, very iconic. It's got like brass. It's got sort of like an oil lamp almost,
Mm-hmm.
and it's made out of brass. Again, it's fixed to the ceiling, and the ceiling looks like it's not inside.
Yeah.
It's a ride cue?
No, not a ride
No.
queue. This is
No?
on the actual ride.
What is it, Mike?
It is one of the lights for the Walt Disney World Railroad.
Oh, nice.
Is that right, Sophie?
That is absolutely right, Daddy. That was the first
Nice.
thing Jagan and I rode when we got to the Magic Kingdom.
Did you
Yay.
go all the way around?
We went until the stop at Fantasyland.
And then is that when you went and rode Tron?
No, Tron was actually. We thought that Tron would be ready by the time we got off at Fantasyland, but it was not.
Okay. Okay.
But we
Very
did make
good.
almost a full round trip.
Yeah. Yeah, there's not much further once you're at Fantasyland.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you've gone about 3/4 of the way.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
All right.
Great job.
This one is sort of me cheating in a way because the actual photo is way too iconic and you guys would have recognized it immediately, so I kind of had to zoom in and take a tiny snippet of it out.
All right. Well, describe it for us, Sophie.
It seems, and this is really, really zoomed in, but I'm going to pretend that it's not. It's almost like a little doorway, and it is just sort of this arch into something that is made out of brown terracotta or maybe just brown stone. And it looks like something you would find in the Middle East or maybe India.
If I had to guess,
But because it's so zoomed in, you know it's not just a door.
right.
So you know it's not something that a person could actually fit through.
And if I had to guess, I would guess that it's from somewhere near Morocco. I'm probably wrong.
You are wrong, but that's a good guess. I specifically made this photo look the way it did to make it look like it was from Morocco.
Brenda?
It is a little, it's like a little, is the door for Tink?
Oh.
It is not, but that's a good guess.
Yeah.
It's not actually a door at all.
Oh, it
I-
looks like a
Is
door.
it a lock?
It's
For
not
a
a lock
key
either.
on the door? Okay.
Nope.
Is it at Animal Kingdom?
It is at Animal Kingdom.
Is it part
Oh.
of Everest?
You're getting there. You're very close. It is a really zoomed in version of the shrine
Buddha.
that you can find. Not quite Buddha. Here, I'm gonna just really quickly, I'm going to go find the full photo. I have a lot of photos here. Where is it? There it is. It's that.
It's
Oh,
this part.
I gotcha.
The
Yep,
part you zoomed
over
in
there on
is
the
the
right.
part on the right, right?
Yep,
Yeah,
right here.
it's the
That part
photo
right
spot.
here. Yes, and I think this is actually a shrine to the Yeti in Everest.
I think you're right.
Wow.
Very good.
Thank you. I knew you guys wouldn't get that one. That's why I made it so hard.
Yeah, that
Yay.
one was a tough one.
Very good, Sophie.
And then there's this one. It's a clock tower. We're
Hmm?
back to something European in
I think
nature.
it's Germany.
I was hoping you were going to guess Pinocchio again, but dang.
I think the clock hands look like German construction.
Well, Pinocchio did take place in Germany.
True.
True. Yes.
But yes, it is from Germany.
Yay.
It's in the so we're outside in the courtyard area
Yes,
before you go walking in to like where beer garden is or stuff like that. Is that right?
that is exactly right.
By the bathrooms.
Yeah.
Not quite. No, the bathrooms are sort of separated from the rest of it. But the point is, yes, we're in the German pavilion.
Nice.
And
Right.
you got that way too quickly for my
Very
liking.
good, Mike. Yay.
All right. Well, that was fun, Sophie.
Yeah, I
Thank
need to go
you.
look for some of these things when I go again.
Exactly. That's the whole point, and that's what makes it fun is you're able to just kind of see things from a different set of eyes,
Yeah.
Yeah.
and that's why um we're very visual people, but if you're if you're listening to us on audio, try and make a point to watch us on our YouTube channel
At least for
for
these
for
videos.
these sorts of episodes because there's so much detail in there that
Yeah.
you may not be able to see if you're just listening. You may not be
Great
able to pick it
job.
up. So
Great job, Sophie.
yeah,
you.
thank you, Sophie. That was fun.
Oh, and one last thing before we move on. I said I was going to share my Tiana photo pass with you guys.
Oh
Oh,
yeah,
yeah.
So here it is.
you see,
I'm in the
Sophie.
second row with Jagan.
Oh, cute.
She hates drops.
Oh,
Cannot stand them.
that's cute.
Yeah,
But yes, that's that. It is exactly the same as what it was in
Yep.
terms of the ride mechanics.
Right.
that's cool though.
Yay.
So cool. That is neat. I'm glad you got to do that, Sophie.
Yes, that
you.
was great. Thank you, Sheila, for letting her do that. That's very sweet.
Yes, it was very sweet, and she also gave me this.
Oh,
Oh, it's an annual pass holder magnet.
precious. I love
Okay.
it.
They got 3 of them because Jagan, Aunt Sheila, and Uncle Randy are each an annual pass holder, so they got 3. They kept 2, and they gave me the extra.
Very
There you go.
sweet.
I like
Oh.
this magnet. Stitch is my favorite.
Yay.
Yeah.
All right, well,
right.
that's that.
Well, that is our feature topic. We won't have any listener feedback necessarily, but if you have some where in the world are you pictures that you want to share, go ahead and post them in the Facebook group and we will try and guess,
Mhm.
Um, and that takes us to this day in Disney history for June 24th. So, Sophie, take it away.
All right, I have a really fun bit of history. This is another birthday for the 24th. I went and double checked. It's not the 19th. I'm too iconic to share my birthday with anyone except my
Okay.
aunt.
Yes.
except my mom's sister. But anyway, so June 24th, another birthday, all the way back in the year of 1893. I had no idea of a very important detail that I just realized, and I will share once I'm done here. Roy Oliver Disney is born in Chicago, Illinois. He is the middle of 5 children, and he, along with his younger brother Walt, started what is today the Walt Disney Company. Roy guided the business side of the Disney Company, leaving his brother Walt free to produce and create. Roy served as president of Walt Disney Productions from 1945 to 1968 and chairman of the board from 1964 until his death in 1971. A modest man, it was Roy's idea to change the name of the Florida park to simply Disney World to Walt Disney World after the death of his brother in 1966. Married to Edna Francis in 1925, Roy was the father of Roy E. Disney. Today there is a statue of Roy O. Disney seated on a park bench beside Minnie Mouse at the Town Square section of Main Street, USA at the Magic Kingdom theme park in Florida, and outside the Team Disney building at Disney's corporate headquarters in Burbank, California. And a quote from him says, "My job is to help Walt do the things he wants to do."
Yeah.
Yep.
I
Brotherly
did
love.
I
Yeah.
did not realize that he was born in 1893.
He was
Walt was
12 years older. Yeah.
no, he was 8 years older because Walt was born in
No
1901.
one.
Oh, you're right. 8 years. I was
But
thinking
still
1905.
8 years.
Yeah.
Yeah. My boys are 8 years apart.
Wow.
That's good history. Happy birthday in
Very
heaven.
good. Yes.
Happy birthday, Mr. Disney.
All right. Well, we are going to guess the movie. We've rethemed a little bit on that, and I am going to name some characters, and let's see if Sophie can guess the movie. Or Brenda. Brenda, feel free to guess the movie too.
Okay.
She's like, yeah,
I know.
whatever.
Yeah, whatever was right.
Let's get on with it because last week was a little bit difficult for me.
Well, let's see if this week is difficult. How about Django?
This is Star Wars.
No, it's not. Because Star
You're
Wars is
telling me
not in
that
the book.
you're telling me there is another Django besides Django Fett.
Yeah.
It's something named after Django Fett.
Nope. How about Emil?
This is Ratatouille.
Yeah. And Django is spelled Django. I think the D is silent.
Oh,
And that is who?
that's probably Emile and Remy's father.
It is. It's Remy's father. Yep. So I don't know. Maybe it's not pronounced Django, but you got it real quick. When
Yes,
I
you
said
did.
Emil,
Mm-hmm.
Skinner would have been one. Anton, I would not have said the last name, but
Yeah.
Anton would have probably given it away. So
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
it's not a hard game.
Well,
Very
not this time.
good.
I only
So
remember Emile because he's Remy's brother.
so
Mm-hmm.
Django and Emil from Ratatouille.
Very good, Sophie.
Thank you
You
for
can't
giving me
stump
an
the
easy
Soph.
one.
You can't stop the sun. No, you can't.
Nope, nope, nope.
Um. Okay. So it is time for a little bit of Walt.
Yep. I have a little bit longer quote than I usually do, but it's all important. So
Of
there's a
course.
great feeling of satisfaction in winning an award for a job well done,
Mhm.
whether it be for winning a foot race, designing a rocket, or making a motion picture. Now, we haven't done too well with the first two on the list, but pictures, that's something else. No one person can take credit for the success of a motion picture. It's strictly a team effort from the time the story is written to the time the final release print comes off the printer. Hundreds of people are involved, each one doing a job, each job contributing to the final product. And if
Mhm.
the picture wins an award, the feeling of satisfaction we were speaking of can rightfully be shared by each and every one. Walt
Wow.
Disney.
Walt Disney. Exactly. And that's the whole point.
Have
And
you ever watched all the names run with the credits at the
oh
end of
yeah,
a movie? My
I've
God, there's
never
like a
read
billion.
each and every one of them, but yeah.
I
we
mean,
always
sometimes it's 20 minutes long, just the
yeah,
credits.
we
Yeah.
always like I like looking for someone named Sophie,
Cool.
and B, we like looking at the list of all the Disney babies that have been born in the middle of them producing
Sweet.
that show,
My
Sweet.
whatever it
mom
is.
my mom also likes to look for Joe Dunn's name. He's the head of the marketing team.
Yeah.
Yeah. I like to see, especially who's singing the songs, to see if I was right when I guessed who was singing that song.
Uh-huh.
Ah.
And you're always right, Brenda.
Oh, always, yes.
Yes.
But Aunt Brenda, I want to say that is a wonderful quote.
Yes,
I
it
And
think so
is.
it's
too.
also a testament to the kind of man Walt was. He genuinely valued everyone he worked with.
Yeah.
Right.
He was an amazing boss for sure.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yep. Still
Well,
leading people. Even though he's gone, he's still leading people.
yeah, exactly. And that, my friends, that wraps us up for this week. Next week, Brenda and I are going to be at our Pixie conference. So we are not going to be in town to record. So since that show would be July 1st, we are going to be sharing special episodes from the past. It's the best of On the Road with Mickey for our patriotic look at Disney. And in the meantime, we hope you all have a great week. Get out, turn that frown upside down. If you're sad, hopefully someone smiles and makes you feel a little bit better. And if someone's having a rough day, hopefully your smile makes their day a little bit better.
Yep.
But
And happy 4th of July.
and happy Independence Day and 4th of July coming up.
Yes.
In the meantime, I'm Mike. She's Sophie. That's Brenda. And he's Grogu. And he's got the last word, and he says, Happy birthday, Sophie.
Yay!
Thank you, Grogu.
And we will
See
see
you
you
on
on
the
the
road.
road. Bye.
Bye.
Bye, everyone.
Okay.